so. But...
When you're eyeball. When you're running in rough water, fill your eyeball all the way to the top, and then keep your fish from banging on the top. Hopefully it'll keep you from killing it.
So,
I also got those for you, since they're impossible to get.
Wow.
I know how you're a procrastinator. So I got you with flatworms.
Thank you. You hooked me up, John. So, it's a good introduction for John. This is John Watts.
Hey, everybody.
All right. How long have we been traveling together? I think a long time.
7 years? I'm gonna go with 6 years. I'd have to look, but I think we actually met here at that hotel over off of Brewerton Road.
Right. Yeah, so it's been a long time. Me and John have been traveling the country fishing these tournaments. We've seen a lot of cool stuff, a lot of good food. What do you think? What do you think the coolest thing we've seen, John? That's a good story to tell. Or the craziest thing we've seen. People break their boats, motors coming off.
Guy tried to get me to go scuba diving for a lower unit for him once. He backed off.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a good one. Scuba diving for a lower unit. Yeah, a lot of crazy stories, a lot of new memories to come here on tour with the new series.
Hopefully some wins.
Hopefully some W's. Yeah, hopefully some W's we got here. I mean, it's been tough. I mean, we've had some good events, we've had some bad events, but John was a champion co-angler though.
No, not champion. Close.
But he had a decent co-angler career, so that's good. And now, second year pro, right?
Second year pro. First year was COVID year. Fished with just the FLW because of all the reschedules. So I fished a Florida event last year with BASS, but with all the reschedules because of COVID, I couldn't make the other ones. So it is what it is. Had a horrible professional career so far.
It is not easy out here, that's for sure. 250 boats. Guys like Mike Iaconelli, I mean, all the elite guys drop down. Brandon Polinick, these are the best guys in my opinion. This is the hardest circuit to fish because you get the FLW guys and the bass guys coming in.
Plus all the local sticks that think they can win this because
they're cherry picking. That ain't fair.
if they're winning every tournament here and we got to fish against them, it makes it kind of tough.
Yeah.
So.
And me and John, we don't live near this lake. I'm much closer than he is. I'm like 3 or 4 hours, but majority of the lakes are not near us, so it makes it a little tougher. It's not like we're going to our home state and fishing lakes, you know. It makes it much tougher. We got to know the local baits, what's biting, and that's why we try to run to the local tackle shops. So I think I'm gonna give John one of the BOGO buffs because he donated me some stuff. Right now I don't have a hat that fits him, but you can get them on the site. So we'll get John that eventually too. So here's our buff. White or blue, John?
I'll go with blue.
Alright, there's a blue buff for John. Do a little swap as much as we can here. And get something good to eat. They can go to the spaghetti joint across the street.
It's one of the nicest things about traveling. You get to try all these small mom and pop places. We found a few real good ones, a few that I'm scared that I ever ate there to begin with, but you get what you get. So
yeah, absolutely. You got to come out here, do a little fishing. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't, but we get to have a good time, and that's what it's all about.
Yep.
Lucas, Bogosian. Lucas has 5. Well done. Five for Lucas.
Alright, I bought in John real quick. Today was really tough, so I wanted to just get a second opinion. What do you think's going on out there, John?
The fish are swimming around in the water.
Like, what do you think's happening, man? Like,
well, hopefully with this.
too many boats, I think, personally.
Yeah, the pressure's been horrible.
Yeah.
They've had tournament after tournament. Monday, there was a morning tournament. They have so many tournaments, they haven't been to morning here, so. But it's been tough. I know people that have been here for a week and they're catching 1 bass a day, 5 bites a day. 2 of them are walleye, 2 of them are perch, and then a bass. So.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And I know, I talked to John. I know coming into it, we had like the spook bite and we had stuff like that, and that really didn't happen today. And I think that hurt both of our chances here, because I was catching big fish on spooks during practice, and John was getting big hits. We were both getting big hits, and that bite disappeared. So that definitely had a role to play with it too. But we're gonna go out tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain.
Yes, thunderstorms and blast off. Awesome. I love fishing in the rain. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm not lying at all.
So we're gonna go out tomorrow. We're gonna have some fun. John, anything else to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun too.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
All right, thank you guys.
What's coming to now, Lucas? We'll get behind the nitro right there.
Thank you, boss.
All right, looks like you. Bogosian, Harrington Park, New Jersey. All right, Lucas, what do we got, my friend?
All right, guys, so this will be the final, I guess, outro here from New York. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about a couple things that I would do different in this event, and then John will talk. So for this event, I really I had the chance. So I made a mistake. We actually said that I was in 100th place yesterday. I don't know why I said that. That was me. I was in 74th place yesterday.
Awesome.
Which was great, I think, for 200 boats. I really missed out, like 3 bites away literally from cashing a check. I had a big one at the side of the boat come off, and I should have swung it. Me and John were talking about earlier. If you get the momentum, I have 8-pound test, and I didn't want to swing it. I was like, yo, to my co, can you grab it? And he went down to grab it. I guess he missed it or something, and it came off. So that was my big mistake. It came off. A 3.5-pounder for me would have made a world difference, that fish, if I could have landed it. Now, we're going to go to John and see if he had any mishaps in this event.
Yeah, I had one I threw on today that I should have been able to weigh in, so I had a fish for today at least, but it basically the same thing. I threw it at a tree at the shoreline and the fish grabbed it, came cutting through the weeds, got all the way to the boat. He took a right-hand turn, I still had him. He decided to dive under the boat and the hook went fling right up at the sky. So
it's funny because you said that, because that's what happened to my fish, but I had mine like at the side of the boat. I was just worried to swing it because it was a big fish, and I have light line, but honestly, like, I have really confidence in my gear. So looking back at that, I think I should have just took the risk. But that's, you live and you learn. That's why we're here, is to learn too. I don't know where I'm gonna wind up. It could be mid of the pack. I think I weighed like 5-something today. I don't know. But it was a tough event. I know John had a tough go. A lot of people had a tough go.
Especially, you know, I fished in the river for 2 days because I'm an old man. I don't like going. It's rough out there. I don't know if anybody knows what was going on, but it was beautiful for practice all week. There's 3-footers and they're a foot apart out there today, and they don't all go the same direction. So no matter what you do on the lake, you're getting wet.
You're getting beat. I mean, in this lake, the waves stack, so you're getting beat here.
Yeah.
There is no question about it. This is not like Erie or Champlain where you can kind of...
If this was Erie, I'd have gone out. But
You're
not
going to
here.
get beat.
It's just too tough. I'm too old. It's getting too tough out.
Yeah, so I mean, I had fun. I guess at the end of the day, that's what matters. We're out here having fun and doing what we love. So I think that's what matters. Anything else, John? Or
Yeah, you can catch a lot of fish here. It might not be
Right.
bass, but you will catch a lot of fish here.
You want to catch a walleye?
You got walleye, you got rock bass left and right here, big ones,
Big
bluegills too. So, and I actually saw a couple pond bluegills still on there, but spawning.
Yeah, there's some giant fish in here. Obviously, with 200-something boats, it doesn't help us. I pulled up on a guy's spot today. This is the last thing I'll say, and he was on my spot where I caught all my fish yesterday, sitting there. And I watched him catch 3 fish because I was boat 180, and that killed me too. I just watched him catching my fish. He wasn't there yesterday, so actually, you guys said he was there, so I didn't really see him in that area. He was literally anchored down where I caught my fish. So that hurt me too. I would have had probably a limit. He caught 3 or 4 right in front of my face. But that's part of it. Is getting the boat draw. You know.
Was there a tree or something over there?
No, it was a straight up mat, grass mat. But it was like the point of the grass mat. That's what it was.
Okay.
That the fish were sitting on.
Well, that's part of the draw, you know.
Yeah, that's part of the draw. He beat me there. He got an earlier draw,
It's a bummer, but
and he was sitting there on that grass mat. But I asked him nicely. This is a great thing. Me and John were talking about fishing etiquette. I came in and I said, "Hey man, do you mind if I fish here?" Like right next to him, you know what I mean? Like the bank to the left of him. Literally could have been 10 yards, 15 yards away from him. Like, do you mind if I come in and fish? He's like, absolutely, man. Come on in, and he waved me in. So that's a good thing. Always ask. That's the problem nowadays. People are cutting people off and catching their fish. That ain't cool. And John will tell you it's happened to both of us many times.
I would have never said a thing to that guy at the James River if he'd have just, you know, he came up to me anyways. If he just said, hi, hey, is it all right? I'm like, sure, but, you know, if you're just going to ignore me and start fishing, that's pretty rude.
So yeah, I think that's a good thing is fishing etiquette. So just keep that in mind. If you guys want to support the channel, link in the bios. Nick will pick the product, the apparel, and all that. But I think that's it. I want to thank John for coming along. Nick, Dave, we had a great time.
Had a blast.